Hi guys, Mike back again with a bit of a blast from the past. Those of you that have watched my previous videos, I was going through my previous videos actually and going through my playlists and stuff, just sort of tidying things up. And I came across the Dead Man's Hand project log and kind of watched the last few videos, and the quality is absolutely shocking. Dark and dingy and terrible, my God. I mean, my production values aren't stellar, but they are better. They're a little bit better now. So, what am I trying to say? So, basically, I've had a bit of a clear out, to be honest. Sold some stuff. Kind of took stock of what I've got as part of the paint what you've got, don't buy what you want challenge. I kind of wanted to see what I had, what needed painting, what I wanted to do, etc., etc. Those of you that will know that I sort of dabbled into a bit of Drop Zone Commander, sold it all, got rid of it, sold all my minis, all the painted stuff, everything magnetized, blah, blah, blah. Sold all the foreground buildings, job done, it's all gone. What else did I sell? Sold a load of board games and stuff. So, I mean, I've got a nice little load of board games now that I can play on my own or play with mates, and quite happy with that. What I didn't get rid of was Dead Man's Hand. I was always really intrigued. I like the Western theme. I like the kind of the historical aspect of it. You know, because this is real life. I mean, it really existed, and I like that. And kind of got all the buildings, got all the buildings back out again, and was sort of looking at them and having a look. And this was the board that I created previously. That is on my last video of the project log, but is in awful quality. So I'm going to have a little bit of a look at the board I made. This is 2 foot by 2 foot with these foreground buildings. So we've got now Jimmy's Boots and Belts. We've got a photography shop place with a nice little veranda to have photos on. This is like a big county town, I suppose. This is like a large town. There's an Undertaker's there. Then we've got the gallows and the sheriff's office and the gunsmiths and the trading post general store. And there's my work. This is all my work here. Sort of load of filler, load of crackle sort of material, and then loads of weathering pigments to make it look like a dusty western scene. Carved some kind of cart tracks in there. A little bit of shrubbery every now and again. So that was it, and I wanted to expand the town. There was some new releases from Foreground. Really, really big fan of the foreground buildings. For example, I'm just taking a look at the Undertakers. I mean, they're all kind of, all the roofs come off. There's a little trapdoor. There's a little trapdoor on a lot of the roofs, actually. So there's that. And then we've got the first floor with all moving working doors in there. Stairwell coming up. And then we've got the bottom of the Undertaker's office. So there's some dead people in there. They're just there for storage. They're not there for any particular purpose. And they all sit on these sub bases. So you get sub bases with some of the buildings. Some of the buildings you don't get sub bases for, but you can buy them separately. And then you can decide really whether you want to glue the sub bases to your board and then create your board walks around the sub bases. And then basically you can take, which is what I've been doing, you can take all the buildings off, then store them separately, and then basically store the boards flat, because they are, you know, flat with just the board walks. All these are glued on, and that's it. So you can remove the buildings. So what have I done? Gosh, 4 minutes in and I'm still going on. I've increased the size of the town, basically, is what I've done. So this was 2 foot by 2 foot, this board. I had created another 2 foot by 2 foot board up there, but wanted to make it bigger. So I've made a 2 foot by 3 foot board twice, basically. Again, I don't know why I varnished the tops, because I'm going to cover it all in this. So anyway, made a 2 foot by 3 foot board and another 2 foot by 3 foot board, which I haven't varnished. Haven't varnished the strip wood, you know, for the edging. So basically, I've got a 5 foot by 4 foot table for Dead Man's Hand. All modular, none of it's joined, it all comes apart effectively. So you could have you could put it together in like a configuration. So what I'm doing is basically creating this 5 foot by 4 foot town. So this bit of the town is done, basically. Then we're going to come over here and we're starting to build up the town. At the moment we've got a land office, we've got a hardware store, we've got the bank, which is cool. We've got Rogan's bar, and we've got the telegraph office here, loads of boardwalks and stuff here. I'm just deciding what to do with them all. And we've got the freight office next to the train station. It was always my sort of thought that when Foreground released a Western style train station, I was going to kind of get back into this. I bought at the time a Sarisa Precision train station, and it's a great model, and I'm not knocking Sarisa Precision, but I really like the Foreground stuff. The pre-painted, pre-done, I mean, you have to build it all and, you know, put your windows and stuff in, but I mean, they look really nice. I mean, you know, all kind of done interiors and stuff. So there's the first floor of the train station and the second floor and the ticket office and stuff. You've got kind of a like the main front office here, and then there's like a cattle shed out the back for storage and stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's just lovely. And alongside the train station, they released some train tracks as well. So you buy a pack of train tracks, you get 5 of these that you have to build. So I'm going to have my train track running along this edge. So train track all along this edge. They also released a water tower and a windmill to pump the water. So that's sort of here at the moment. I'm thinking I'm going to get a livery and stables and a corral. I'm not sure what I'm going to put here at the moment. And they do this huge saloon. It's called the Sassy Gal. The Sassy Gal Saloon, which is my SG. I know it looks like an SS, but it's an SG. So the Sassy Gal is going to go at the end of the kind of town, if you like, you know, maybe anyway. So I'm just having fun, really, just sort of making this board and modelling it and deciding where things are going to go. Got a sub base here. This is what the sub base looks like of things before they're glued down. This is the sub base for the church, which I'm building at the moment. If we go over here, again, this is another fairly new building for Foreground. So at the moment, I'm just putting this church together. So yeah, all the doors work and stuff, and glazed windows and things. Big double door for the church. So there we go. Just putting the roof together now. So yeah, really enjoying it. So yeah, and this is part of my paint what I've got, don't buy what I want. So down here on the shelves, I mean, to be fair, I have bought some buildings because, you know, well, there we go. I didn't have to paint them, so they didn't count. But I had a load of stuff left. I had a load of little blisters of just individual miniatures, character models and stuff. And I wanted to start painting them again. I'd already painted up the Lawmen here and the Desperados. Cowboys I never painted, so they're sort of fresh in the box. And I wanted to repaint those minis, so I've stripped down the Lawmen, and you can see them there on the boardwalk of the sheriff's office. So I've repainted. Get some focus. Repainted the Lawmen. So there's 7 miniatures in a gang, in each gang. So we've got 7 Lawmen there. Pretty pleased with the way these come out. They're nice. Just kind of just block painted them. Gave them a dip of army painter dip and highlighted them back up and stuff, and they look really nice for gaming and stuff. So, and again, they're on wooden bases, little 25mm wooden bases, scenic bases, and I've used the Agrellan Earth from Games Workshop to make the crackle effect, and just put some tufts of grass and stuff. So yeah, I mean, they're, you know, pretty pleased with those. They look pretty cool. So at the moment, so I stripped the Lawmen, repainted those, they're done. Then in here, in this goop mess, is the Desperados. All the... Oh, blimey, that was loose. That was close. Yeah, you can see all the paint and wood and stuff. I just chucked the Desperados in here on their bases. The Lawmen got stripped in this goop as well. This is Nitro Moors paint stripper. This is evil stuff. I mean, they're metal minis, so they're absolutely fine. They come out stripped beautifully, absolutely clean as a whistle. But will eat anything else. It eats the wood, it eats the paint, you can see it all. I was wearing just latex gloves just to kind of clean them up. Melted my gloves in about 5 seconds. So yeah, you need to be, I mean, it really does, and it burns your skin as well. So, which is why I was a little bit concerned the lid was loose and I was shaking it. So my 7 Desperados are in here, which will be going to get cleaned up and painted next. So yeah, oh, there's the AVP, but there we go. But yeah, just sort of having fun really, just sort of got it all out, and you know, and because I can store it flat, it's no bother. I've got plenty of storage for it down here, so I can put it away when I've, you know, when I get bored with it again. But yeah, at the moment, I'm really looking, sort of, you know, kind of looking forward to sort of making up a new bit of Western townage. So there we go, Dead Man's Hand. I'll, you know, give you the odd update as I go along with this, but let me know what you think of Dead Man's Hand. Anyway, there we go. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, guys.